Hey there, and welcome to another video from Your Band as a Business. Today I'm going to talk about the PRS, what they do, how to join them, and how to register your songs, and then how to register the performances of those songs so that you can earn some money. Now, everything in this video is not meant to advise you to join PRS. I'm not saying you should or that it's a good idea or anything like that. And the reason I'm saying that is because when you register your songs and things like that, it starts to stray into legal advice. And I don't want to give any legal advice to you regarding your music career, because I could get into trouble, or perhaps one day you'll sue me for loads of money that I don't have or something like that. I'm kidding, but look, I just want to be very clear. I'm not advising you to do anything. Personally, I have registered with the PRS and I know musicians have. I also believe there are other agencies that do similar work to PRS. So I will explore that in the future, but today's video is to show you if you choose off your own back to join the PRS, this is how you do it. Now, what the PRS does, the Performance Rights Society, they issue licenses to venues so that they can perform or have performers at their venues, or they can play music at their venue, and then they collect the money from those licenses and they then distribute it to the people that have written the songs or the music publishers. So even if you are an independent artist, so you have not signed to a label, you literally just sat at home and wrote some songs and now they aren't even recorded yet, but you start performing them live, then you can already start to earn, you can already start to get money for that. So in order to get this process started, go to prsformusic.com, and this is the website that you'll arrive at. And of course you can read about what they do, royalties, all of that kind of stuff. Once you've done that and you're satisfied with that, then you click here at the top, start here, want to join. Now there's a lot of scrolling down on the PRS website, so I'll be doing that a lot, but make sure to read everything before you make the decision to join the PRS. Now in this video I'm speaking to people, these videos are aimed at people that are in a band, are solo performers, are producers, songwriters, that kind of stuff. So you need to join as a writer because you are making original music and you want to register that and make money from it. So click join as a writer. It will ask you, is it for you? And it says, as a songwriter or composer, you can earn money when your music is used, and that means that includes when you perform it yourself. And you don't need to be signed to a record label or publisher, but you do need to be identified as the copyright owner of a musical work. Now, I'm just going to assume that you are the sole creator of a song, so we're not discussing songs that you've co-written with people. That's another story which I'll go into in the future, but for now it's just about songs that you've written yourself and you are performing yourself. So again, scroll down. As I said, lots of scrolling down. Click there. When is it best to join? And then it says, should you join? Because it costs £100 to join. That's a one-off fee, one time. And then it gives examples of how quickly you could earn that money back. So if it plays on BBC One on a primetime show, then they'll pay you a fee that is more than £100, and you'll have earned everything back. If you're not at that stage yet, but you're just performing at open mic nights and stuff like that, then it will take you a couple of performances. So it says here 12 small scale venues that are registered in our gigs and clubs scheme, so a local pub. So if you perform 12 gigs at a local pub, then you'll have earned that money back. And I think this example talks about a a full gig, so maybe 25 to half an hour gig. If you're just doing 2 or 3 songs at an open mic night, it's going to take a little bit longer to earn that money back. But look, after that, it's it's just easy money. If you're out there performing, then you might as well be claiming this money, because that money is being collected by the PRS anyway, and it's just sitting there. And if you perform, then you are entitled to that money. So might as well do it. Sorry, caveat again. Look, I said you might as well. I'm not advising you to join the PRS specifically. If you read all the information and if you decide to do that, then this is how you do it. So if you do want to do that, click join PRS as a writer. And then it says that you need to have a debit or credit card ready and some ID. Make sure to read these documents as it tells you to. If there's anything you don't understand, then please look for help. Please ask people, because you should not be signing things that you don't understand. And if that means that you need to find a lawyer to help you with that, then do that, because you don't want to do anything that you'll regret later. So make sure you read all of that. It's fairly straightforward, so don't be afraid of reading that yourself. Read the terms and conditions, and if you're happy with those, click accept, and then you'll have to fill in your details. Now, from what I remember, I don't think when I first registered, the website was different, and it's been updated, but I think the process is still the same, where they will then send you a form, or you have to print out a form and then fill that in and then send that in the normal post. And then it will take a couple of weeks for them to get back to you to confirm that you are registered with the PRS, and then you'll be provided login details so that you can log in to the website. Now, okay, so I'm logged into the PRS now, and I scroll down. There's a lot of scrolling down, as I said, and here you can see 2 options: register or amend works and report live performances. Those are the 2 that we're focusing on out of these other ones. So register or amend works means you can register your songs. So let's do that. Let's go over here, and then you see option register a new work, amend an existing work, or view your previous work registrations. So let's quickly look here. You can see I've recently registered 2 new songs: Passion is Aggression and Adrenaline Overdose. And you can look back in history at all the other ones that you've done. Oops. And here I'm going to show you how to register a new work. Now, it's really easy. You don't even need a recording. All you need to do is write down the title of the song. You can have an alternative title if you want. You don't need to. Then you put in the time, so it's a 4-minute song maybe. Like I said, you don't even need a recording. So just play the song and see roughly how long it is, and it doesn't matter if you're not accurate. And just type in how long the song is. And if you don't put in a duration, then it will default, I believe, to 3 minutes and 30 seconds. Don't need to worry about any of these tick boxes. Just leave that alone, and then all you have to do is click save, and then your song is registered, and that's really it. Because we're not talking about anything more complicated than a song you've written. Now, if there's a situation where you are signed, you have a publishing deal or a record label, or you've co-written the song, then things get a bit more complicated, and you need to you need to make sure that the other person that wrote the song with you is properly credited, or if the publisher owns or the label owns rights to your songs, that they have that registered as well. And that's all a bit more complicated, and I won't go into that in this video. I'm just going to, obviously this is just for people that have written their own songs and are performing them. So once you've registered those songs, and you'll receive an email that will say that that's been done correctly, and then you can report those songs. And what you need to do is click here, report live performances, scroll down again as usual, then you're in the live performances section. Let's click on submitted. You can see previous gigs that I've done. I still have to do a few more. There's a few that happened between the 30th of September and the 10th of October. I make sure that I'm always keeping track of where I perform and which songs I do so that I don't forget. So let's go back, report a live performance. So let's pretend that I performed, well, I did perform on Monday, but I can't remember where just now, but I'll just make something up for now. I won't save it. So you can choose the date, which country, so it was UK, was it a festival? No. Where was it? So here you type in the venue, so say it was at Belushi's in Camden. So you just type in the name of the venue, and sometimes there's venues that obviously exist in different places, have the same name. So Belushi's in Camden, there's only one, but maybe King William. See, there's loads, so make sure that you know the exact address of the venue. So I'm just going to click one, I'm not going to save it now. Then who performed the set list, so put your band or your name. Which works did you perform? Well, you can either add an existing set list. If you constantly play the same set list at different venues, then you can just go here, and these are previous set lists that I've made. But if not, it will, I cancel there. If not, it will just choose the date and the venue, and that will be a unique set list. So let's pretend that was the case, and then you can add works. So click add works, and that's which songs I play. So for example, look back and laugh. There you go. Now make sure that you choose the one that you wrote. So here, Cornelis Gerard Blockland, that's the one I wrote, but some other people wrote songs called Look Back and Laugh. This one and this one, so don't click those, because otherwise you know, that means you've covered somebody else's song. But no, it's a song I did myself. Done. And scroll down again, and as you can see, Look Back and Laugh has been added there, and you can add as many songs as you want. And once you're satisfied that you've done that all correctly, you click submit, or you can save for later. But I won't do that now because this is not, I didn't perform at King William IV on Monday. I performed somewhere else. But that's it, and you'll receive a notification that it has been submitted. It will be listed here under your submitted performances, and then you wait, because the payments happen 4 times a year, I believe, and that will be a direct deposit into your bank account that you've submitted when you registered with the PRS. So that's it. That is all there is to registering with the PRS and registering your songs and submitting live performances. And I'll say it again, I said it at the start of the video, this is not advice for you. I'm not advising you to join the PRS. Like I said, I believe there are other societies that do similar work, so they collect royalties on your behalf. I will investigate that and make another video in the future if that is the case. Yeah, I'm not advising you to do this. If you want to do it though, then this is how you do it. Okay, that's it for this video. If you have any questions, then leave them in the comments. I'll speak to you guys soon.